it's a true story. I mean, I'm about to give away the secret of real estate. If you do...
Whoa, 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 whoa. So you're with John Endres from the Realty Agency.
Yay!
Yay! TRA. TRA. It's a nice little acronym. John, tell us, how long have you been with TRA?
Well, I've been with TRA since I came back from my deployment in 2017 from Guantanamo Bay.
You served, right?
I do. Still am, in fact. I thought I was officially retired, but because of COVID, even retirement process has been slowed down.
Really? It got delayed?
Yeah.
Just like the vaccine.
Yeah. Well, because of it.
Yeah. So you're back. You're still in. You're still serving.
I'm still serving on the Army side, and I took a year and a half. Got recruited out of the TRA for about a year and a half in 2019 through 2020, and so I just came back December of this year. So
okay, so you're back full force.
Back with TRA, full force. Wow. Yeah,
full force,
ready to rock.
Full throttle.
Ready to go. Good family, very welcome, great environment. Happy to be here.
Awesome, John. We're glad to have you back. You talked that you're actually one of our clients here. You bundle
with Farmers Insurance.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually am a Farmers Insurance and
you customer. Bundle auto and home with us, and
bundled it.
You got the great discounts that come with it when you bundle.
I do.
But because he served, he gets discounts.
Yes, exactly. You get an additional affinity discount.
Right.
So that's some of the great features and the benefits that farmers have for their clients. Plus, you have limited coverage in New Mexico, of course, on your vehicles. I know you love going out.
What is Mexico?
Well, I don't cross over too much.
I wouldn't
driving.
either. There's a 7-hour line, so
yeah.
You're better off. You're better off going.
Plus, the borders close at 10. So
yeah. In fact, I got to go tomorrow, but I had an appointment in the morning, and I'm out of there.
May the force be with you.
Yep. Yeah, out of there by 2.
It's not May.
so yeah, May Day. John, how did the market go for you in 2020?
2020, coincidentally, it was also my 20th year anniversary with real estate.
Woo! 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years in real estate in the Yuma community. It's really been a blessing. Along with all of those deployments, I still come back, and the real estate community embraces me in. But 2020 was the first year that the military hadn't pulled me out, so I got to work through real estate the whole year. No interruptions, no deployments, or long hiatuses of any kind. And so...
Hiatus.
Yeah.
I like saying that.
Hyena. Hiatus.
Anyways, I mean, it was... it was very much a strong seller's market. The inventory has been drastically low for 2020. I mean, an inventory that we traditionally see around 1,000 to 1,100 listings has turned into 300, 310, 320
So
listings.
The good thing about 2020 is that if you were a seller, you got some good money out of the property.
It was a great year to sell as a seller's market, and one of my best years in real estate ever, because I have buyers that needed to buy now, and the sellers wanted to sell, and so the inventory went pretty quick.
Here's a bad part for 2021 for the sellers.
Why, are you predicting the future already?
I'm just saying, if you already sold your stuff, what else are you going to sell?
John, what do you see?
I mean, if you sold it, you're out of inventory. Is that what we're looking at for 2021, low inventory?
Well, we've already started 2021 with low inventory. It's just carried over from 2020.
Supply and demand.
Scenario of supply and demand.
Yep, and that's the rule in marketing all the time. So we've got more buyers than we have sellers. We have more agents than we have listings.
How many agents do we have out there?
Right now, we're knocking on the door of about 700 real estate agents in the real estate.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And right now, we're right.
I can trip on a realtor.
Right before I came to this video, I checked the inventory, and we were at 298 active residential listings.
Wow! So there's one home to sell for every 2 agents.
Well, yeah. If it's a perfect world where there's a buyer's agent and a seller's agent, and they're separate and they're not dual agency, then there's. But there's also a phrase in real estate that, 10%, 20% of the agents do 80% of the business. So you've got the real worker bees out there.
You got ones that are hustling and have been doing this for a long time, 20
Absolutely.
years in your case, and then you got others that do this as a hobby. And we talked about that before.
Yeah, tough to come in new from one standpoint, but if you're a hustler and you're willing to work and learn, then you'll be all right.
Okay, but right now, once again, it's a seller's market.
Very strong. Yeah, there's no denying it. It's very much a seller's market out there.
And you got those buyers that are pushing and shoving to get their property that they want to purchase.
They got to move fast. If they've got real estate agents have got to be watching that market on a constant basis and 2 or 3 times a day at least. If they don't have the alerts on their phones from the MLS to their cell phones, sometimes those listings will sell within hours from the time that it hits the market.
So you got to be quick to suit.
You do. It's a hustle out there right now just to try to take care of your people.
Now, give us an example. Diana's your client.
Okay.
What are you going to do that's different from the other 700 and some agents that are out there
It's John.
to get her in the house of her dreams?
Well, I'm going to tell you that from there, it's almost a team effort. It truly is a team effort. I mean, I'm working in all different facets of real estate, and sometimes I don't see that listing pop right away. So if there's a way that I can put alerts on Diana's cell from my MLS to her, if she's out there searching and looking at those search engines from Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, those kind of things, our MLS feeds those.
Okay.
And so, but our MLS will just be sometimes just a little bit more accurate because it feeds into it. So we never know when Zillow and Realtor.com update.
Right.
So we will, between you and me and our availability, we'll shoot out there and look at those listings as quick as we can, or I can check on those statuses as quick as we can. I'll call the listing agent as quick as I can and try to get our foot in the door. But there's time is of the essence. So you got to be able to get out there. You've got to be able to get in there, and if you like it, then we'll negotiate it, and then it just runs from there.
I got a question for you. I see a lot of agents that market on Facebook. I mean, I, as much as people watch our stuff, I watch other people's stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot like on the Yuma exchange, Somerton exchange. Yeah.
Yeah, but I see some realtors out there say you need to get pre-qualified before you even come and talk to me. That way, we're not wasting or spending time that's unneeded. Are you one of those realtors that says, hey, Diana calls you and says, go get pre-approved before I even show you anything?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you ever work with John Endres, John Endres will always tell you that.
And that's different. I mean, because I'm seeing that, hey, don't come talk to me until you get pre-approved. Okay?
No, I never work like that. I don't use that as a criteria to say, well, I'm not going to show you a house till I know you're pre-approved. I would just go. One of the great things about getting to know a client is taking them with you. They're excited about buying a house. Let's go kick in some doors and let's talk. Let's see what you like and what you don't like. And in that process, we'll be talking about financing. You'll tell me about your financial situation or where your credit score is, or if you need help and if you need referrals. And I've got a plethora of contacts, of lenders and whatnot that I can guide them and set them up.
Yeah.
And sometimes as you're talking to them, and because I know so many of the lenders, and sometimes you like to match up that personality with the personality of that lender, then you know that there's going to be a gel. Really, for me personally, I love real estate. And I tell everybody, I don't sell houses. Houses sell themselves.
Yeah.
I build relationships. And
That was cute. It's a Care Bear moment. Brought to you by John Endres.
Well, it's a true story. I mean, I'm about to give away the secret of real estate. If you do,
Listen, everybody, focus.
listen,
Look at the ball.
like I said, I don't sell houses. Houses sell themselves. I build relationships. And if you do the job right, you become an extension of the family, just like the barber, the tax preparer, the beautician. You always have them. And as your family grows up and then your children become of age, then I'm in the extension. Now I'm selling to that generation.
So
and then I'm
like
downsizing.
You're like the grandpa realtor.
Man, I'm part of the family. I get invited to the family events. All the things that come along with it. And that's the part I love. I mean, that's truly the part I love. When I can give the keys to somebody and open up their dream home, that's a beautiful moment for me. And you can't put a price tag on it. There's not a commission that's worth my integrity, and I'm all about taking care of the people.
So you're not that regular sales guy.
No, I'm not even a sales guy. I'm a friend.
He's a regular friend.
Wow.
No, not a regular friend. He's a homie.
Oh,
We're a good home. Call homie John.
I sell them all, man. I sell them all.
Homie from the hood.
There's not a subdivision I won't go to. I cover all of Yuma County. So I'll go to Somerton, Welton, San Luis. I have a house in escrow right now in San Luis. So I'm happy to go all around the Yuma community. It doesn't matter.
So I've heard stories of some realtors saying, "Hey, you might not want to buy in that neighborhood because one street's great and the other street's not too great."
Yeah.
But that's Yuma, right?
Well, you know what? You can't. First of all, you can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, you can't, because then what you've done is you've stigmatized the subdivision.
Exactly.
What you try to do is encourage the buyer, if it's a buyer that's going through that subdivision, to do their homework.
Yeah.
If there's concerns that they have about different things that can arise, be it the schools or crime or those kind of things, there's so many websites and search engines that they can do to go do that homework. I can advise them to go look and do those homework, but I would never say, nope, this is not the subdivision for you.
That for you.
Right.
John, where can we contact you if we're looking to go through the buying process? If Diana wants to buy a home,
Well,
Homie John.
homie John.
Well, I'm always honored if you do reach out to me. I am with the Realty Agency at 2052 South 4th Avenue. My cell phone number is area code 928-210-9373. And my email, johnendres62@gmail.com. That's JOHNENDRES62@gmail.com.
Where can they contact us, Diana?
At 928-783-1000 and
San Luis.
928-627-8000.
See you guys next week.
Okay, thanks everyone. Dorothy just got to hang
found
on.
a heart. John is my tin man.